Ladies and gentlemen, A, I'm in a crazy mood. So there will probably definitely be cussing and I'll say things that will offend you. B, if you're on the West Coast, the beginning of this video will probably be Hawaii heavy. But I would pay attention if I were you, because what we're looking at here of my fancy Michelangelo-esque model is the 12th, which is like 3 days away. And whatever's going on in the Atlantic right now, I'm sorry, scratch that. Erase it in your mind and pretend I said Pacific. Whatever's going on in the Pacific is crazy. These are wild and doomy days. And on that note, I, as your planetary defense commander, who watch this stuff all day, all night, mostly for you guys, all the time. A, either today or tomorrow's pizza day in the place next to me. It costs $6 to get a takeout large pepperoni, and it is freaking delicious. And either Monday or Tuesday, I have anywhere from a $65 to $113 electricity payment that must be made to maintain electricity to keep Thor News up and running. So, today and tomorrow would be excellent and very poignant times to make donations and contributions to my PayPal link located in the information box. Now that we've got all that jargon out of the way, we're going to look at the Pacific Ocean. And I've already put Hawaii and California and the Pacific Coast on high alert like 5 times in the last 7 days. So we are watching the minutia and the nuances of these complicated and very diverse atmospheric subjects we're studying. And right now, I can't tell you anything specific other than we're looking at this top storm that is unnamed. Go ahead and name it in the comments section if you want to be a doll. Or whatever the hell, man. Like, I know somebody flipped out like, how dare you refer to people and women as dolls? And I didn't technically specify female and dolls. Anyway, what I'm saying is, shit is crazy. And I don't necessarily know what's going on in the Pacific. Nobody else necessarily knows what's going on in the Pacific. But we do know that this will probably bring rain, high winds up to 90 miles per hour now is the estimate. And waves and possible coastal flooding to Hawaii, the main island, and the rest of the islands. So we're going to stay on top of that. That is coming soon, within the next 24 to 48 hours, so batten down the hatches. If you don't have hatches to batten down, go ahead and build some and then batten them down. Look at this massive low that is spitting off Snowmageddon apocalypse, say out of Washington, Oregon, and it's heading to you, California. This has brought just tons of record-breaking, smashing snow and cold to Washington, Idaho. I don't know about the record-breaking snow, but in Idaho, but they have potatoes. Oh no, I just used the P word. It's one of those days. And so, what was I talking about? Yeah, so, I mean, this thing looks nasty, deadly. Saw the dry air. This is quite a deal, man. They're almost like binary. They're like two lovers that are mad at each other. They're still connected, but for some reason, they don't want to talk in person, which is weird because I think communication is one of the keys to getting along and working out problems and differences. As you can see, we're working with a lot of moisture, man. We got a lot of moisture spewing in from like 3 or 4 different places. And so it is definitely a good time to be paying attention. So we're taking another look here at mean sea level pressure on our maps, because we love maps. I would show you gravity waves, but gravity waves make me think about cuddling. And so we've got some crazy shit going on here, man. We've got, and this, I mean, it's almost like Mother Nature's pointing, although which direction she's going to point. And so the questions we're asking here is, how low is this low? I'm trying to get all sciencey on you, but I'm going to fail. It'll be non-fatal. So that's one of the main lows we're watching. We got our 2 right here. Right, and we're pretty sure this one is going to scrape down the coast, bringing rain. Nothing too bad, nothing Cali can't handle. But it is going to be on top of a lot of rain that they've already had. And now, this thing, the Euro literally has it spinning around and then just evaporates. The Euro is like, you know what this thing is going to do? It is on drugs. And we're not talking like marijuana or mushrooms. It took some hardcore heavy acid. And then it injected PCP angel dust. So it's just going to spin around until it dies. I don't believe that. Some of the other models have it to where the low will graze Hawaii, and then we'll push this whole wave train in waves into the West Coast. That is what I think is going to happen. And I would actually be like getting the megaphone and start screaming. Somebody asked, should I alert? Should I evacuate California today? I was like, nope, you got time to at least figure out how bad this can be. I don't necessarily know yet. Because like I said, it could end up being nothing if the Euro is right and this thing just spins around. But either way, it is definitely deadly dangerous for Hawaii, if not taken seriously, and depending on how bad this will get. And that's right now. And let me skip over to the Euro for you so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. I got so many tabs pulled up. Here we go. This is the Euro, right? And everybody's like, King Euro, Euro knows everything. And so over here will be our storm. There's Hawaii. Sorry. I warned you, it's going to be crazy and off the rails. I'm working so hard this week. So there's our low, right? And so the Euro just has it spinning around. And then it just spins around and nothing. If that happens, California only gets hit with 1 or 2 storms. I think we're dealing with 2 or 3 or 4 storms here. And pretty much this storm is being called really weird. And this storm is being called really weird. You want to know why? Because the weather is really weird these days, man. I'm not sitting here talking about weather all the time because that's what brings in the big bucks and brings all the ladies lovingly into my lap. Like I was freaking Santa Claus. Nope, I'm talking about it because it saves lives and it's important. And it's one of the things that I can usually get away with talking about without having the political monkey heads coming up and yelling shit bumper stickers at me with their bullhorns. But it still happens. Anyway, so you're getting the picture of how crazy this system is and why I have been obsessed with it since the first time I saw it modeled. And just look at this situation. This is the 16th. And so you'd be getting blasted East Coast. Oh, and East Coast because you're last on deck, but there's a big storm Monday, Tuesday, icing, rain, snow, all that shit. Cranky's got you covered. I was talking earlier. What I want to do is I want to go back in time, clone baby Cranky Weather Guy, and then have a Cranky Weather Guy baby be born on the West Coast. So that way we get a lot of good West Coast coverage too. I know everybody's so obsessed with the East Coast. Granted, there are a lot of beautiful women on the East Coast, and they dress better than women in most places. But you shouldn't just base all your scientific knowledge and then divvy it out to where all the beautiful women are. You know? That does not make you a hero. Anyway, are you watching this as I'm jibber jabbering? Oh, no, let's get back to Hawaii. And someone said, you're all over the place. I can't watch it. I'm like, well, okay, man. I get that. But I think I made 20 videos this week. All right. There's Hawaii in the middle. Smoke if you got them. I'm lighting one. What's going on here? Why is this not working? Great. You broke down in the middle and made me look stupid. Way to go, GFS. You dick. There we go. Okay, so the GFS FP3. Okay, so let's go. We're back at the frame 1. And so that's now, and this has it spinning down. And if you'll notice, the models have it coming closer to Hawaii. And 991 is, yes, Hurricane 1 strength. And I wish they'd go ahead and name it a hurricane or give it a name because this is going to be a big storm. And I wish Cranky Weather Guy would take one of my stills and then put the crazy Illuminati eye on it. No, not because I'm pro Illuminati, just because I like production value. And I'm going to edit another video. Hold on, okay. See, that's a big deal, man. And then it all Voltrons up into some super massive storm where I'm pretty sure it's heading toward California, right? If all that, even if 20 or 30% of that goes into California, it's going to cause a lot of problems. And the whatever's going on in the Pacific is so wild, we don't know. All right, we're going to look at King Euro again, but different view, because everybody's like, King Euro is the best. If I could have sex with a weather model, I would have sex with King Euro, even though I'm a male. Wait, if I want to have sex with the King Euro weather model, does that make me weather model gay? Told you it's off the rails, man. I watched that Eddie Murphy clip, and then there's no going back. But watch how it just spins around. Which brings us back to other topic of volcanoes. That, yeah, volcanic activity is possible with all the crazy shit going on there. And we're just looking at this one because it's so pretty. It has all the pretty colors. You could be laying next to me watching this, baby. It's true. Oh, yeah, and somebody should take me out for Valentine's Day. A, I'm awesome. B, sometimes I'm funny. I know it may not show up in the videos all the time, but it's true. So there's a giant, massive storm. We have this goofy thing play forward. Now watch out, it tends to puff up, just like a dude on steroids, towards the end, so don't get all super freaked out. I'm now inhaling my cigarette. But so, you notice a lot of that Sierras have been getting pounded. So you've got your fluffer storm here. Here comes the puff up, right after the fluff. That doesn't count, that's not real. Don't worry about that. So yeah, this is a giant storm complex, man. And so if it spins around and straightens up and then heads for the west coast, that is going to cause problems. All right, let's get out of the future and go back to the past. Because a lot of people like to drop anchor in their old relationships. That doesn't help us out with Hawaii at all, now does it? And just stay in the past. I'm a Sagittarius who's had the shit kicked out of me 100 times. If I had a bad time or a bad circumstance, I like to forget that as soon as possible. Learn the lessons and move on. What was I talking about? I don't know. I'm just talking out the hole in my face. But so yeah, we got, which reminds me, let's click on over to the smart people. The talented team at Weather Twitter. And whatever the heck I've tweeted. Severas indociaciones. Golpean Arabia, Saudi Arabia. And Saudita. I think that is Spanish for Saudi Arabia's cute and little and in deep shit. And I'm not trying to make light of the suffering, because I talk about this shit all day, every day, and it's Saturday night, so, you know, and I'm not being an ass. I did wish I had more West Coast Mets to verify my situation with, because I would be putting on a full alert for California based off my gut right now. But we still have time. Once again, I always recommend Cranky Weather Guy's blog. Stormhamster.com usually has the entry strip in there like that. I'll leave it for you on my Twitter or in my information link. And he is breaking down the East Coast storm that is coming. I think that one's on the 12th. You know, it'll start up. I'm inhaling. And then it'll be our mixed precipitation storm with ice and snow and sleet and rain. And then crazy shit. Eric Fisher, another valuable Weather Twitter team member, just like mid-January. Man, yeah, seasons change, and sometimes they change multiple times in a single month. You have aggressive warming aloft, the 700 millibar, because all the pros play in the 500 and 700 millibar field, man. That will shut down the snow after a few hours, and then ice and rain. And a lot of places have been getting ice lately. Cranky Weather Guy again, taking a look at an updated look for the lead slider potential ending Monday morning before the second southern disturbance takes over for the week. To split them for discussion's sake. Yeah, it's about to get stormy, y'all. It's another good reason to help me out with contributions to pay my electricity. Because it's going to be a wild week. And so there's your snow weenie boon with the pink triangle. Looks like there's hips. Okay. Gotta with that slider coming through a bit stronger. And I'll write a little blog tonight as per updating this. I'll probably opt to keep the mid-level low flow a little flatter in my dork pig's ass for the next piece to slip into Monday wears on. You can kind of see it already. And yes, I'm taking my Hawaii storm watch up a notch. What I really want to do is cuddle, because 80 knots is, I think, over 90 miles an hour. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to do it for you, baby. You're worth it. Nope, punched in the wrong thing. $92 miles an hour. So it's now kicking up 92 miles an hour. And I lost my place. Found it again. Lucky you. It's 15 minutes though. Jupiter is the sun's binary companion. Although put an asterisk by binary. Remember, hand job jokes are always frowned upon in public. I'm sorry, sir. Your credit card was declined due to your volcano views. Did I mention my electricity? Okay, here we go. Ready to California arrests. What? Ready to see arrests? Man. Everybody's so mad at everybody. Is the storm going to make its way to Cali? A, I've been obsessed with the weirdness since I saw it modeled. B, everybody agrees that it's weird now. C, my gut tells me it's going to be worse than models predict. And it's actually like 3 storms. It's like 1, 2, and 3. So it's a matter for California. How many of those 3 are going to hit you? Here's what I was looking for. The awesome Jim Tang, who is one of the West Coast meteorologists I do depend on and appreciate all his information. He's showing me that we have whiteout conditions in Truckee, which is like the West Coast relative of Bucky, I guess, because Bucky's is the greatest convenience store gas station ever, and it's in Texas. They have the best fudge. But yeah, you got super whiteout blizzard conditions in California, up in the mountains. Civil Defense, talking my language. National Weather Service forecast dangerous high wind and surf through Hawaii Island Sunday. I drink pineapple soda. If I get that pizza, maybe I'll pour some pineapple soda on my pizza. Extreme danger from high wind and surf. Cancel outdoor activity. Surfers are a different breed, man. They're cool though. Except when you're there with your girlfriend and then they come and try to beat you up because you're not local. Wait, that happened in The Karate Kid or some other bad movie? Never to me. The 16th is like food poisoning. It's coming as it's going from every end you have. So that would be the 16th. And that's one of our model runs. So yeah, it's like wave after wave after wave after wave. Crazy days indeed. Loch Ness Monster. Remember when I put out if I do crazy shit, like if you're like, why is he doing crazy shit about some storm 10 days from now? It's because I don't know how to talk about the storm yet. And so when I made the Loch Ness Monster warning, look how our Loch Ness Monster has filled out. Although I know it was over here, I'm just saying, when I saw that triple O signature, I was like, oh geez, let me comedy this bitch up. See, this is your storm. Let's one look at your storm on the crank he's talking about. It's thick and it's long and it's wide. It's got a vertical component and a horizontal component. All right, now we're just getting a me. AccuWeather. After a winter's worth of snow brought major disruptions to Seattle area to start the weekend, the unusual train of snowstorms will continue into next week, with a record cold bringing more hazard. Oh my God, yeah. I've edited a ton of stuff. Wait. Move over slow. What am I doing now? What do I do? I'm gonna do something cool. Don't worry, I'm gonna doon. I guess I can't find it. Damn it. All right, it's gonna be really cool. I'll edit for you later. All right, and then I'm doing. It's Saturn driving night, so I'm trying to do a movie on dating. advice for younger men seeking older women. Thanks, lady. Stu Ostro, another talented weather tutor team member. High surf warning until 6 a.m. Monday. Pretty much everywhere around Hawaii. High surf warning. The other places. And then impacts. Coastal erosion. Coastal properties damage. Life-threatening conditions. So this is real. And it's 20 minutes. I got to wrap it up though. So let's watch a few runs of. This is the GFS. Actually, though. So this is going to be the last run on the GFS. And if you're still here with me, so watch. One of the things that GFS tends to do, look at how it shows all those massive signatures. But then they all kind of evaporate. I don't think that's going to happen. And then you have your second storm come in. So, like, let us imagine the storm as it's moved past Hawaii. And this is what I do. This is why I watch all the models. So if it has this much moisture now, it will probably have this much moisture when it coalesces. The GFS has a tendency to make it vanish. Like, watch. All the yellow is vanished by now. See, there's only that one little yellow spot. And so I don't think that's going to happen. And then it takes them south, which is possible. But I'm just saying that I think the models are underselling this thing. We still got a couple days. And so I will keep watching it. But here's the latest version, hot off the presses. It's not even finished yet. And so there's our Illuminati eye. It has it now hitting. Yeah, I noticed this right before. But it has the low separating. The low hits Hawaii, but the main moisture separates. See how it does there? There's the low, and then the moisture shoots off. So definitely, though, high wind possibilities. And then the low rejoins the moisture to kind of spin around. And notice once again, all the yellow disappears. I'm sorry for spiking in your ear on volume. So right here, we've got red and look at these chunks, man. Yellow with red, yellow with red, yellow with red. And then, but by the time and then here's your other storm coming in. And then notice how all the yellow red disappears by the time it forms. I don't think that's going to happen. So if all that yellow red is still in that monster system, as it all pours into Southern California, it's going to be a big problem. And so you got it. Let's note again. Oh, and to the young lady who said, should I evacuate if that was a passive-aggressive way of asking me out, if you want to come hang out with me after this weekend, you can fill out an application. So you have 3 possible moisture streams. Heading to town, party people. Do you love me? Okay, I gotta wrap this one up. But I can feel your love. And I'm just talking like crazy, man. Yeah, I'm only acting as crazy as the weather. That's the 0Z. Let me go back to the 18Z. Will you be... yeah, I want a Valentine. I don't have a Valentine. So there's your storm. Nasty. For Wednesday, Tuesday. Cranky and I will get to that. Cranky's already been getting into it, though. But so, yeah, more snow. And then, like they were talking about, we're watching the whole coast here. You got another low blowing into Washington. All the way down the coast. And then California gets hit pretty hard. Although that would be manageable right there. And then there's your second flow. Oh my God, look at that. And then that's next weekend. Holy shit. That looks doomy, huh? Should this be the thumbnail? Okay. I love you guys. Did anybody stick with me 25 minutes? If you did, tell me what you would like for Valentine's Day this year. I'd like a hug and some cuddling and some good conversation. And then, I don't know, like a 3-day makeout session. But we'd have to break up the 3-day makeout session to go to like CVS or Walgreens and go buy boxes of chocolate, 70% off. So, yep, to your storms, although I'm being a goofball. Hopefully you'll still love me. And I know there's probably no way you stayed along this long, but yeah, if you can make a contribution or donation for my electricity and or the pizza, then that'd be super. Because shit is crazy. And I love you. And it's almost like a sitcom episode. GFS is also for the 16th, saying that the next weekend storm has maximum potential to be super floody. And I'm your buddy. So everybody stay cool. God bless everyone. Let's hope I stay this chatty all night long.